Lisa's excited. Ooh, Scott with the sleeveless. It looks worse. It looks worse than it actually is. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're watching another episode of Income Property, and today I'm in a different setting. You'll see me switch things up. We're gonna entertain ourselves watching these old episodes, that's for sure. Let's jump right into it. All right, let's watch Income Property Season 3, Episode 12.
Except for Lisa. Now, her basement can naturally be converted into an apartment, but she doesn't have the confidence to hire a contractor.
Starting out with the bills on the table. Classic.
And she's scared to be a landlord. She needs help.
The basement is completely unfinished, like pink insulation unfinished. Income Property.
Lisa bought this house 5 years ago.
Darn, Scott and I are not dressed the same today. Every time I watch these, I'm hoping that Scott and I are dressed the same, but...
Townhouse for $294,000. Her mortgage payment is $1,800 a month.
Cute townhouse. Apparently everyone else on her street has an income property as well, so...
Hi,
Lisa's
Scott,
ready to jump into the game.
Good, how are you, Lisa?
Good, come on in.
Thank you. So you're thinking a tenant would be good in this house?
It's a really nice space.
It's a nice
Yeah,
space?
it's a nice space. All of the owners along here, they rent, and kind of one of the only people who doesn't do it. Yeah.
Everybody in the townhouse complex has a renter in their basement.
Most of them, yeah.
And why don't you have a renter in your basement?
Because I've been too terrified to do it. to rent.
Lisa's scared. This is one of the original things that people get hung up on with their investment journey, with their rental property journey. All of that is they're too afraid to start. Lisa's one of those people.
Getting in a contractor, being ripped off, don't know how to ask the questions.
And are you nervous about getting a tenant, so you feel like you're ready to be a landlord?
Yeah. I mean, it's scary again because, what if they don't pay the rent? How will I pay the line of credit without the rent money? It's gonna, it's a little scary. And also, scared about getting in the wrong person.
Yeah, so working with contractors, of course, that's super scary, especially if you've never done it before. And then number 2, having a tenant and being a landlord, also very scary. If you've ever seen Worst Roommate Ever, there's some wild stories in there that will make you never want to have a roommate and never want to have a tenant, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Lisa.
Woo!
Everything I'm looking for.
That's
you got the
unfinished.
separate entrance going for you.
Yep.
That's great.
A little Dexter, just with the insulation is covered in the plastic visqueen. And so it kind of looks like a murder scene about to happen. It looks a little Dexter. Is that red paint on the wall or is it blood?
What are you worried about?
Privacy, get concerned, just want to make sure that they live their life, I live my life.
Yeah, you don't want to interact with the tenant.
No.
So, obviously your basement has a lot of potential.
Yeah, it's a nice space. There's a ton of room. Like Scott said, the ceiling height is really nice. And when you're in a basement, very important. They only have one light on right now and obviously the camera lights and everything, but it's not besides the, the plastic wrap and everying, it's not that scary.
Floor plans? Look at you, you're excited.
Very excited.
Okay.
Very.
Lisa's
Private
excited.
space. We have to do something about this staircase as well.
My cousin, Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming and helping
Paul
out.
knows how to talk to
We've had a
contractors.
look around Lisa's
Let me
basement
guess.
here, and she's decided it's time to become a landlady. I've come up with a couple options. You're going to help her out with this?
I sure am.
Okay.
So exciting.
So option 1 is a 1-bedroom basement apartment with shared laundry. Come into the door, you're greeted in a living room and open concept kitchen.
Okay.
On the other side, we have the fridge, counter space, and a breakfast bar. Walking down towards the middle of the apartment, you've got a 4-piece washroom. It's a full-size tub.
Wow.
And then at the end of the apartment, we have a long bedroom.
Really cute.
Off of the bedroom, there's a fire door, which leads to a shared laundry area.
And the stairwell will be mine.
The staircase will be yours.
Okay.
At the bottom of the staircase, you have
Lisa's like, I do not want to share my staircase with any strangers. Please, Scott, give me my own
into the
staircase.
laundry room, which will be shared. You both have private access to the laundry room, which is fire and sound separated from each other. Something else that we were talking about is the fact that almost everybody in the townhouse complex has a rental unit except for you.
Yeah.
which means you got a lot of competition. So I'm thinking about taking advantage of the high ceiling height and putting a drop.
That's right. So why would anyone choose Lisa's place out of all the other homes on the street that they could rent from? What's going to be special?
High ceiling height and putting a dry core subfloor in here. So it's going to lift the floor up a little bit. It's going to keep it warmer in here.
About 2 inches.
Paul, he's got experience. He knows what he's talking about.
$8,000 renovation, top to bottom.
Okay.
Brings in a minimum of $800 a month,
Okay.
which leaves you with only $1,000 of mortgage to cover yourself. It's a pretty sweet deal.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. I'll say yes.
But there are sweeter
Awesome.
deals. I mean, there are sweeter
Awesome.
deals.
Like
Also, Lisa's
Like option
Tiffany's
two.
necklace is blinging. I'm like blinded by the bling right now. That was a time. That was a time with the Tiffany's necklace. This gives you an indication of the timeline we're in right here. I wanted one of those necklaces so bad. So bad.
Door, and you've got access to laundry. Your tenant, they have access through a secure fire door to laundry. There's some shared space involved. But in option number 2, it's completely separate. Close off the bottom of the staircase. This whole space becomes part of the tenant's bedroom. They have their own dedicated laundry in the bathroom downstairs, and you get your own dedicated laundry upstairs.
There we go. So is this what Lisa's going to choose because privacy is a huge deal for her?
Option number 2 is a little more expensive because it's a bigger renovation. We're taking the renovation upstairs. You're looking at a $34,000 renovation, but I think this will bring in at least
Only
$900 a
$4,000
month,
more, though.
which is half your mortgage payment. $900 for you, $900 for the tenant.
$4,000 more, and she gets her own private laundry. She doesn't have to share any space with a tenant. I think I know what she's going to pick.
Number 1, the 1-bedroom with the shared laundry, $30,000 reno to make $800 a month, leaves you with a $1,000 mortgage payment. Or you're going to go with option number 2, the dedicated laundry in both units, $34,000 renovation, $900 in mortgage payment from you, $900 from the tenant in rent.
Option number 2.
I called it.
Option number 2.
I called it. Lisa wants her privacy. She's willing to pony up that 4Gs.
All right, well, we still have a lot to teach you, and I'm going to give you all kinds of tips along the way, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for the help, Paul.
Thanks so much.
So, Lisa, very important rule as a real estate investor. Before any construction
Got
begins
with
on
the
your house,
sleeveless.
have a signed scope of work with your contractor. When I first met you, you were a little nervous about working with a contractor.
I would say more than a little nervous. I was very nervous. Yeah, just nobody had ever presented a contract to me before. Nobody ever outlined what they were going to do. So
Lisa's
it feels
wearing
very
a pink
good.
sweatsuit right now. I'm just calling it out. No necklace, but pink sweatsuit.
What's up?
Demolition is up. So you guys ready to get to work?
Yeah.
Well, don't touch anything. The place is in great shape. The walls are framed.
I was
We're
going to
keep
say,
all
there's
that.
no demo. What are we talking about? Demo day. Ah, yes, the carpet. Notice that they cut the carpet into strips to be able to roll it out. That thing, if you do not do that, that carpet will quickly become 1,000 pounds.
Is this going to be a theme in every episode?
It's gonna be a theme.
Where we revisit the time that you tried to roll up an entire house worth of carpet into one roll
Yeah.
and carry it on your back,
Carry it on my back.
toss it over a railing?
Yeah. And I was so soft then, too. I was so soft. Why did I think that I could do that? I had delusions of strength for probably about the last 20 years of my life. And only recently have I actually worked on my strength. For whatever reason, I thought that I could pick up 1,000 pounds of carpet and just miraculously over the mountains throw that thing.
What you're saying is you were physically soft,
Yeah.
but you were pretty strong-willed.
What I lacked in physical strength, I made up for in stupidity and confidence.
It's a good combo.
I wonder why I used to hurt myself so often. I don't know. It remains a mystery.
Come a long way.
That's on growth. Oh, Lisa with the drill.
So we've got a shower going in here with a 5-foot tub.
Okay.
Is this drain going to be in the right location?
It might have to be moved a bit. I have to break the concrete around the toilet, and can't put any piping on it.
This is the scariest part when you're doing a renovation project and you have to demo the concrete to move a drain. They come in with a jackhammer. It is so loud. The whole house shakes. you're tearing up the entire like foundation of your house. So in your mind, you're thinking literally my entire house is going to fall down, and I'm going to, for what? Because I needed to move a drain 3 feet? Great. It looks worse. It looks worse than it actually is.
Normally you put your pipes in the wall.
In the wall.
But if we put our pipes in the wall, they could freeze.
So we build a false wall. This can stay like this.
Yep. So what is the plan? To get my plumbing in place, what if I break up the floor? Is that going to make your life easier?
A little bit easier.
Yep, here we go. Scott with the jackhammer. Blowtorch, coming in hot.
This is Duroc, so it's cement board.
Okay.
We use this around the tub,
Wow.
the sheet of cement. So when we put our tiles up on here, we don't have to worry about moisture problems or adhesion or rotting walls because cement.
Yeah, I think that that's probably a part that maybe not a lot of people skip, but you can't just tile on top of a regular wall without putting a moisture barrier in it. We are in a rental house right now, and there has been a mold issue that is happening, and I'm like, guaranteed there's not Duroc on the back side of this thing, because there's a moisture issue.
Between houses, there's a fire rating between houses too with the concrete here.
Okay. I always wondered, like, if their house is on fire, does that mean my house goes on fire?
I love that Lisa's learning. She is getting more confident with this.
You ready to see the new bathroom?
Yes, I am.
It's not quite as glamorous as it will be at the reveal, but for me, this is when it looks its best.
It's going to be nicer than my house. And there's the false wall.
There it is. Oh, what? Pardon me? Are you using construction terms?
A little bit. The false wall had to be created so that the pipes would be inside, so they would not freeze. Because if they were in the outside wall, they would freeze.
That's right.
She's a quick study. Lisa's
Exterior
ready.
wall. I think those apples are great. I'm glad you got lots of confidence because you're going to be putting down the dry core floor now.
Ah!
Let's get to work.
It all started with that drill. She did the left-handed drill, and it was all over. She was ready to take on everything else.
We've got a vapor barrier with room for moisture to travel underneath. Good rule, when you're building an income suite, build it to last. Putting a proper subfloor in will protect your finishes so that you don't have to come down and redo your carpets, redo your hardwood, redo your laminate all the time.
Okay.
We're just using a couple scrap pieces, a 2x4 and a hammer. These are tapping blocks. It's a tongue and groove system.
Okay.
Very simple. You put the tongue in the grooves, tap it in one way.
I will say they do make it look a lot easier than it is to actually install these. If you've ever installed wood plank floor or what is it called? LVP, where they're just supposed to click lock, a lot can go wrong. A lot can go wrong. I would say the most difficult thing is that you imagine that the room that you're in is square. And you're like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna put these puzzle pieces together within this square and we should be all good. There's undulations in the floor, the walls are never square, and you spend a lot of time kind of like Santa's workshop tinkering around to try to make everything fit together.
So let's say your washing machine overflows. If this was carpet or laminate or anything else, it would be soaked and ruined. But with the dry core system, water can travel right underneath.
Wow.
That's really cool, actually. Also, not if your washer overflows and you have water damage, it's when. It's always when. It's gonna happen. Your sink is gonna overflow, your washing machine is gonna overflow, this is gonna happen. That is something that you actually do need to think about. Putting hardwoods in a kitchen or in a bathroom or in a washing laundry room, shit's gonna get wet. Shit is gonna get wet, and it might also have shit on it. It's just gonna happen.
And moisture is hardwood's worst enemy. And that's where the dry core subfloor comes into place. And just to make sure, because we are in a basement, I'm using an engineered hardwood, which means there's compatible pieces of wood in this piece of hardwood. The top surface looks great. The middle surface has the tongue and groove nice and strong. And the base has relief cuts, which allows a little bit of expanding and contracting without compromising the surface. And the surface is bamboo.
Good to know. Relief cuts. A kitty cat walked onto set. Oh, look at you with your beautiful white whiskers. Oh my gosh, look at that tail.
So we want you to be a successful landlord. And you've got every one of these townhouses in your complex has an income property in it, and so do you. So you feel confident about the construction.
I feel very confident.
How are you feeling about becoming a landlord?
Scared.
Still scared about welcoming a stranger into her house.
Well, the key is to start off on the right foot.
Okay.
All right, you've set up this great rental space. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to attract a great tenant.
Okay.
And you need to screen your tenants, right?
Okay.
You can't discriminate, but you can basically let them filter themselves out.
Okay.
So you've set the price at a certain range. So you're only going to get someone who can hopefully afford that. You're going to do a credit check. So if they have good credit history, they've got good credit in repaying.
Okay.
You're going to do reference checks with either an employer, find out, are they good at work? Do they have a stable job?
These are all great tips.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing you're worried about is like damage.
Yeah.
There's going to be wear and tear.
Okay.
But you factor that
There's
in.
going to be damage no matter
your
what.
formula.
That toilet's going to overflow. That laundry machine is going to overflow. It's going to happen.
Now that we're wrapping up, I'm bringing in a local real estate agent to give us an idea of the value of the completed work. So Bonnie, you've had a walk through the house. Tell me your thoughts. I mean, she bought this house for $294,000.
Well, in the current market, I would estimate the value somewhere around $410,000 to $425,000.
Wow. So an increase of about $120,000.
That's huge. $120,000 of increased value. That's huge. And I'm going to guess that Lisa's going to be the best on the block now. And so not only is she going to have a high quality tenant that's going to be in her place, but also her home value just is probably surpassing all of her neighbors' home value with all the renovations that she did.
Good morning, Lisa and Paul. How you guys doing?
Morning. How are you?
Good. So Lisa, are you ready to do this?
Yeah. I'm nervous. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Here we go.
Wow.
Like big wow.
Ooh, okay.
This is absolutely
Very cute. Very cute. I wonder if Lisa
It
helped
looks really, really beautiful.
decide on the style. This looks like it's styled in Lisa's type of
You got
style,
5
if I had to
appliances
guess.
in the kitchen, Right? Stainless steel. You got the
This looks
dishwasher. You got the oven.
like Lisa
microwave,
designed
range
everything
hood,
herself.
Fridge.
Very cute.
Look at the bathtub. Look at the tiles.
Doesn't it look gorgeous?
Interesting tile choice.
That's the
That's the beautiful laundry room. Be like a door. This is lovely, so it's not all cramped.
Not cramped. Oh my God. That's the first thing I thought of as the cameraman is trying to find an angle in there. That's a very cramped washer and dryer space. It would have been better if where that towel rack is, if they opened it up from that front side, that would have been better because that would drive me crazy. Opening doors, closing doors in that small of a space, grabbing all your stuff, that would piss me off every day. I'm just going to be honest. And then let's also put a drying rack in that small little corner. That would piss me off every day.
Oh, wow.
wow.
I love it.
I can't believe it's the same room.
Cute.
I can't either.
I mean,
It's
this
just the
is
basement,
Lisa
not the basement
coded.
anymore.
She's got her scarf on. It matches the art on the walls. A little bit of a French floral motif. I think that Lisa got some fresh highlights for the reveal too. She was ready to take it up a notch.
The agent that I brought through also does a lot of rentals in the area. So she estimated that this unit could get about $1,050 a month in rent, which is above the $900 I originally quoted, and you should have no problem finding a tenant.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Now, I know you've learned a lot about working with a contractor. It's time to become a landlord.
Thank you. This is so exciting.
I know it's
Thanks,
exciting for
Bonnie.
you. Now, I know you're still nervous, and I don't want you to feel abandoned, so I'm going to leave you with all this information about being a landlord, everything how to deal with tenants, everything to even buying more investment properties. I'm going to be listing this property and getting the tenants in here. Are you ready to do it?
Yep.
Okay, let's put the listing together.
And an ironclad lease agreement, also very important. You'd be surprised at how often you need to refer to a lease agreement once you get a tenant in.
And I was just always wondering what this is.
The home directory.
Amazing. Oh,
Yeah. Does this thing stay?
we have bloopers now. Okay. That was a great episode. A little recap here. Lisa was scared. Lisa did not know how to talk to a contractor. She didn't know anything about being a landlord. And she was very overwhelmed and very scared to take this project on. But Scott was there. Scott helped show her the way. Out of the two options that she had, she chose the one where she gets her privacy. The tenant gets their privacy. And I think that was worth the investment. The extra $4,000 and basically got another $120,000 worth of equity. That was the right decision. She also gets her privacy. So if she does happen to get a not so great tenant, that's going to give her a lot of peace of mind. Lisa totally matched her home. I'm guessing that she was the one. She was the interior designer. Maybe that was her forte. Maybe this is her dream come true. She didn't know how to talk to contractors. She didn't know about lease agreements or screening a potential renter. But damn it, she knew how to decorate. Thank you so much for watching with me. I had a blast as always, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We'll see you next time.